Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there was a tiny king named King Pippin. He was no bigger than your thumb and lived in a grand castle made of acorns and leaves. Despite his small size, King Pippin had a big heart and dreamt of being the best king ever. But the other creatures in the kingdom, from the tallest giraffes to the swiftest cheetahs, didn't take him seriously. "How can such a tiny king rule a mighty kingdom?" they would say. "He's too small to make important decisions." King Pippin was sad, but he refused to let his size stop him. "I will prove that I can be a great king," he declared, determined to show everyone that it wasn't the size of the king, but the heart inside that mattered. One sunny morning, King Pippin set off on an adventure to visit the farthest corners of his kingdom. His first stop was the Meadow of the Bold. Here he met a brave little mouse named Milo, who was trying to gather food for the winter. But the winds had blown all his food away. "Don't worry, Milo," said King Pippin. "I may be small, but I'll help you gather more food. Together, we can do it." And they did. Milo, with King Pippin riding on his back, scurried through the meadow gathering seeds, berries, and nuts. They worked as a team, and by the end of the day, Milo had more than enough food for the winter. "Thank you, King Pippin," said Milo. "You've shown me that being brave and helpful is more important than being big or strong." As King Pippin continued his journey, he met many more creatures. A kind ladybug named Lily, who helped him find his way through a dense forest, and a wise old turtle who taught him that sometimes the best thing to do is listen before acting. Each new friend reminded King Pippin that being a good ruler wasn't about being the biggest or strongest. It was about listening to others, showing kindness, and doing the right thing, no matter how small you were. Finally, after a long adventure, King Pippin returned to his castle. The animals and creatures of the kingdom gathered around, and to his surprise, they all cheered. "You've shown us what it truly means to be a king," said a wise owl. "You're small, but your heart is big. You've taught us all that kindness, fairness, and listening to others are the greatest strengths a leader can have." From that day on, King Pippin ruled his kingdom with wisdom and care. His size didn't matter anymore because everyone knew he was the best king, not because of how big he was, but because of the kindness and fairness he showed to everyone. And so, King Pippin, the tiny king, ruled the kingdom for many happy years, proving that true greatness comes from the heart. Moral of the story: a good leader is kind, fair, and listens to others. It's not size or strength that matters, but the strength of your heart and your willingness to help and support others.